Hey guys, welcome back to Grit and Grace Farm. My name is Angel. If you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. I am taking Tozer out. Kids are riding to their friend back in Houston, their new pen pal, and about to start school. But I went to walk out and I looked out and I had just this beautiful imagining of what our little cottage garden is going to look like. So I wanted to show you. So as I walked out, I was like, oh, I can see all the tomato plants, all the zinnias, all the nasturtiums, all of the different lovely things here in this area. I can't wait to get started. In the meantime, hi Tozer. He's trying to walk himself. Let's go, Mom. So last night, as we were getting back in, kind of around sunset, we were coming up our street, and we got to like right there, and I looked up and there was a couple of deer like right here crossing across here, and they went back behind this tree and they went down this way and they went down into our back pasture, and we got to see them hop the fence that's back there, the barbed wire fence that we had back there. They hopped it, and we got to stand right here and watch them graze, like right in between those trees. And they looked up and they looked at us, and then they scampered back into the back. And it was so cool to see deer like that just walk across the road into our property and eat the grass. It was really awesome. The kids were losing their minds. So, today is very exciting because we are waiting for our washing machine to get here and our fridge, but I've had that and that, so I'm not hurting too badly for the fridge, though I am excited to have proper space and everything like that. But I'm really excited to have our washing machine because there's a lot of things I haven't been washing that have been in storage that are a bit musty and need to be washed, like towels. And then we've been driving out to Tyler, and it's exciting to have it here. And so I'm prepping the space. I've got to move all of this like over to where I'm standing right now. And then I've got to go get the back gate open and prepped. The delivery tracking thing says that they're 3 stops away. They don't have an actual quote for how long that's going to take. But the doorway to get it to the utility room is just too narrow for them to put the washing machine through it. Without like having to, I don't even know if they took the door off, if it would still fit. So, we've got to figure out a way to get it up the stairs onto the back porch and in through the back door there. But that will work better than trying to wheel it through the house. So I'm very excited. I'm watching the tracking. I'm praying that everything gets put in and actually works and that it's good to go. Meanwhile, little monkeys are... What are my little monkeys doing?
Building.
What are you building?
Trying to fix this. It worked on me before, but now it apparently is tail of a big lizard, and then I'm going to use it sort of like.
So you're making
Mom,
costumes? There you go.
Here, and there's something to stick out. It can be a sandal, but for my hands.
Oh.
Look at the tail.
That is. Okay, so Juliet, you're making a what?
A lizard.
And Finley's making a...
Mammoth. This trunk is not very good, but the tail is amazing.
The tail looks pretty cool.
I I had the idea for the little fluff ball kind of thing. The little marshmallow fluff ball kind of looking thing. This is part of my costume.
Oh, you're giving yourself like a hunch on your back.
Remember, it makes me look poofy.
It makes you look poofy. You're funny.
I'm not fat.
We watched Ice Age: The Meltdown yesterday, so spurring the renewed love of mammoths.
Seriously?
So that's what they're doing. They took a break from school, and then we're gonna do lunch, and then we're gonna go back to doing school. But that's what they're doing in the meantime.
Someone say lunch.
Me.
After me.
Anyways, so prepping this space, trying to get it ready. They could be here anytime. So that's what we're doing. Also, our neighbor who has the goats, a couple houses down, I messaged her, I think it was yesterday, and was asking her if she would be interested in teaching us about goats. And she very graciously said yes. So I am very excited to, for one, get to know her more. And her family. She's got a couple girls, and anyways, get to know them better. But I'm also very excited for just having a mentor to walk through some of this with. And she's working on getting a goat herd sharing program up and running. So she'll be doing goat's milk, which means I won't, if we can, I already asked her if I could get some goat's milk from her, and she's like, yep. So I'm very excited. We won't get to do that this coming week. We've got some, we're just busy. But like the week after that, so here in a couple weeks, we'll be getting to go and learn from her and her family, and get some goat's milk, and that'll be really cool because right now I'm having to drive 35 to 45 minutes to get cow's milk, and it's not always available because of just small herds and stuff like that. We found one dairy that we really like, and we have one as a backup, but it would be really great to be able to either just like walk down the street, or ultimately to have our own goats here on the property, but to be confident in knowing how to care for them from somebody who is very knowledgeable about it. So we're very excited for that. Next weekend, I'm going to be visiting Houston. I'm only going to be there for a couple of days. I've got a post-op appointment for the follow-up on my surgery, and then we've also got a friend's baby girl's birthday, and so we're going to be there to celebrate that. So looking forward to seeing some of the people. I won't get to see all of the people, but I will get to see a couple of the people. So yeah, that's lots of exciting things. And I've really, now that I've got the idea for how to do my cottage garden, I'm having to work really hard to do the other things that I need to get done, because I really just want to go and do. And I can't even go put out fencing by myself right now. Like, I can't even lift any of those supplies yet. I'm getting close to that point, but if I didn't have to have I had a hernia that they found out when I was in surgery that the hernia was too big to just sew closed, so they had to put a mesh of some kind in there. Matt has all the information on it. I haven't braved reading about it just yet because I'm still adjusting to the idea that I have this thing in my stomach. Yeah. Anyways, so I think if I hadn't had to have that put in there, I probably would be okay to lift things. But anytime I strain, I feel that mesh, and it kind of is uncomfortable. And so I'm just still taking it easy on lifting things. So I can't even go start the garden yet, except I was thinking about it the other day, and I have right here, conveniently, my seed container and all of the seeds that we bought from the store last week, I could probably get a couple of things started. But I'm nervous about starting things on the porch or inside or whatever in like cups or something like that. I'm nervous about seed starting when I don't know for sure when we're gonna have time to actually build the bigger beds. So I don't want to get stuck with big plants that are ready to go into ground or go into a raised bed and not be anywhere near having that ready. So it's also mid-June, early June 10th. Anyways, early June. And we haven't hit the peak heat of the summer yet. So there's not a whole lot I can start here just yet. I can start a little bit, but not a whole lot because it's just going to be too hot for anything to be thriving outside right now. So I went out and opened up the side gate so that they could wheel the washing machine up to the back porch, and I watered the aloe vera plant that's back there, and I decided to go take a little walk over to the field where there were some pretty sunflowers, like little sunflowers, wild growing, and I brought a couple of them in for the kids to enjoy. And when I handed them to the kids, Finley made an interesting observation. He said, "Those little spikes, they're leaves, and they remind me of a sea urchin." I was like, that's a really cool observation. I don't know that I would have... He's so very into animals, especially water animals. He really likes learning about those. And I would have made, like a general observation of those are really spiky and maybe something like, they remind me of a star or something like that. Maybe a pufferfish. Like, I don't know. I don't know that I would have thought of a sea urchin. I just thought that was a really cool observation. And cool to his, and unique to his personality, that the way that we see things differently and associate things differently. I don't know, little things like that are cool, and they bring out a heart of worship in me because God made us in his image, and yet we are also very different. There's commonalities between us, but there's uniqueness, and I don't know, it just makes me praise God for the flower and for Finley and for his perspective. It's really cool. One of the blessings of homeschooling is you get to see things like that more often, but I won't get on my soapbox about homeschooling right now. I've got to make lunch. I have a washing machine again and a full refrigerator with a freezer. I'm just waiting on it to get cold. It's a beast. They had to take off the front door and like part of the part that holds open the screen door, the mechanism down at the bottom. They had to take that all off, and they barely made it through with this fridge. It's so big. So we got that, and they got the washing machine up and running. There is a problem with the cold water valve. It leaks when you completely shut it off. It leaks. When you turn it on, it doesn't leak as bad. So Matt's going to have to replace that valve, but it's working, and it actually does better if you let it run. So back here, it's this one, although yeah, it's not leaking right now, which is good because it's not running. So it needs to be replaced. It's actually one of the things that was on our inspection list, but it wasn't communicated entirely clearly about how it was leaking. So we completely forgot about it, honestly, or at least I did. But I have a washing machine again. I'm gonna wash stuff. Wow. I'm a nerd. That's okay. I have a washing machine. I'm happy to be a nerd with a washing machine that works. I don't have to drive to go wash my clothes now. This is the current situation. Hi, boys. know, so much excitement. So much excitement. Yeah, good boys. Good boys. You guys are so cute. So cute. Rawr. Nope. So, I'm waiting on the fridge to get cold enough to put stuff in. I'm so excited. Then, this other fridge becomes excess freezer space. So I can start buying like half a cow or something like that. Not half a cow. Maybe half a cow. We shall see. Let's go see what these two are up to. They had the door closed while everything was getting delivered. This room is atrocious. Hi, what'd you make?
I made a clock.
Very cool, I like that.
And I'm making a sheath that actually attaches to a belt for my dagger.
Very cool. Can you show me your dagger?
It's a double-headed dagger.
It's a double-bladed, double-sided dagger.
Oh, Mom, remember
Cool.
the little lamp who kept bouncing on the Pixar kind of thing?
Yeah? That's kind of what that looks like. Good job. That's funny. Very cool. Good job, buddy.
Now attach it to your belt so we can play.
Well, it's actually time to do school now. You guys have been in here playing for like an hour.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you got a good long break, guys.
But also, I didn't get to build this thing.
Yeah, but you got it built. How excellent is that? Good job.
And I built a sword in.
You built a sword. Where's your sword at? Can you show me your sword? Show all the peoples your sword. Hold it up so I can see. Very
It's not very
cool.
good.
Yeah, it is. It's got a handle and a pummel and everything. Like, good job.
On the top of the sword, we could only do this.
Hey, that still works. It's a curvy blade. I believe there are curvy bladed swords. Maybe not exactly like that, but still. Pretty
Let me see
cool.
if it works.
Alright. Nice. Good job.
Look, Mom.
Yep, I saw that, Juliet. That's cool, buddy. Good job. Have to show Daddy that when he gets home.
And I'll show Dad my sword. Look,
Yeah.
Mom, it also looks like a boomerang.
Kind of looks like a boomerang. That would be a very painful boomerang, though.
Yes. Yes, it would.
Well, we just got back from going and getting our milk and having dinner. So I'm about to unload milk and leftovers from the car, and then we will be resting for the rest of the night. So I just decided I was going to go ahead and wrap up the video there. Excuse Tozer, he's rude. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.